Today, we will start automobile production again in America, in a way that no one could have imagined just a few years ago. I want to thank all of our nation's workers and citizens who gave us their trust. Thanks to you, we won this election, and we will immediately change our trade system to protect American workers and families. Instead of imposing taxes on our citizens to enrich other countries, we will impose tariffs on those countries to enrich our own citizens. For this purpose, we will launch the Foreign Revenue Service, which will bring a substantial amount of money into our treasury. The American dream will soon return, and it will be stronger than ever. This will also empower our federal government, increase its capabilities, and establish a government efficiency unit. Despite the ongoing unconstitutional and unlawful restrictions on freedom of speech, we will immediately implement an executive order to stop any form of censorship and bring freedom of speech back to America. No longer will the enormous power of the government be used to suppress political opposition. Under my leadership, we will restore safety and law in our cities. In response to social manipulation of race and gender in both public and private sectors, I will sign an executive order creating a society based on color blindness and merit. From this day forward, the official policy of the United States government will be that there are only two genders, male and female. This week, I will also sign executive orders to bring back soldiers who were discharged for opposing the mandatory COVID vaccine and to prevent our military from being subjected to radical political theories and social experiments. Our armed forces will now focus solely on one mission: defeating America's enemies. Like in 2017, we will once again build the strongest military the world has ever seen, and our success will not just be in the battles we win, but also in the peace we bring. The most proud legacy I will leave behind will be as a leader who brought unity and peace. Just a day before I took office, we witnessed hostages in the Middle East returning home to their families. Thank you. America will once again be the strongest and most respected country in the world, earning the admiration of both Americans and the entire world. From this moment forward, we will change the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the American Gulf, and we will honor an important president by renaming William McKinley. McKinley made our country rich with his policies on tariffs and was truly a natural businessman. His work in creating resources, such as the Panama Canal, was immense. Unfortunately, that canal was foolishly given to Panama, and the United States spent the most money on that project, even sacrificing lives. We gave the canal to Panama, but they did not honor their promise to us. The agreement was completely violated, and America's ships are now subjected to unfair tariffs, as is our Navy, which is operated by China. But we didn't give the canal to China. We gave it to Panama, and now we are taking it back. Beyond all of this, my message to Americans today is this: we must once again act with courage and move forward as the greatest civilization in history. This is how we will achieve new victories and successes. We will overcome this economic crisis together and protect our children. The United States will once again be a growing nation, expanding its presence and borders. We will carry our flags to new and incredible horizons. We will send American astronauts to the sky and paint stars on the surface of Mars. Ambition is the lifeblood of a great nation, and no nation is more ambitious than ours. There is no nation like the United States. Americans are explorers, entrepreneurs, and pioneers, and the spirit of frontiersmen is etched in our hearts. Our American ancestors transformed small colonies into a great republic filled with the most extraordinary citizens the world has ever known. Americans tamed vast wild lands, broke new ground in deserts, and faced unprecedented dangers. We overcame slavery, lifted millions out of poverty, split the atom, and sent humans into space. All of this in the palm of our hands. If we are aware of all this, it would have been impossible to organize such a historical turnaround. But as you can see today, the American people spoke. I stand before you as proof that nothing is impossible. We must believe that nothing is impossible. From New York to Los Angeles, Philadelphia to Phoenix, Chicago to Miami, and from Houston to Washington, D.C., our country was built by patriots. Generations fought for our rights and freedoms. Soldiers, farmers, coal miners, police officers, And entrepreneurs walk together into the future, allowing no obstacle to stand in their way. Together they built railroads, skyscrapers, and highways. They won 2 world wars, defeated fascism and communism, and overcame every challenge. Having gone through all these struggles, we are together once again after these 4 years. We will rebuild our beloved country, united as one family, under God as an extraordinary nation. To every mother and father who dreams for their children, and to every child who dreams of their own future, I say, I will fight for you. Together, we will win, as we've never won before. Thank you. In recent years, our nation has faced great challenges, but we will rise again, stronger than ever. We will change a world that has become increasingly angry, violent, and uncertain. We will overcome all obstacles with goodwill, faith, and courage. We will succeed in ways never before seen, and we will not be afraid, broken, or defeated. From today forward, the United States will be a free, sovereign, and independent nation. We will live proudly, dream boldly, and nothing will stop us. We are Americans. The future is ours, and our golden age begins now. Thank you, and God bless America.